we are going to be learning about multiplication strategies, and your actual objective is going to be that you students will multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers, and you will be doing this by using place value strategies or multiplication strategies, known as partial products and area models. And the reason you guys are doing this is in order to solve real world problems, right? So, first things first, I just want you guys to open your journals to the next clean page. All right, when you have it open, just give me a quick thumbs up, please. Alright, thank you. And at the top, you are going to write four partial products. Alright, so as I do this on my paper, you will do it on yours as well too. And then I will tell you when you pause, right? So you will write four partial products on your paper. Thumbs up when you have it. Thank you. So just wait on a few more friends to get it written down. Thank you. So Tristan, the class was just writing down on their journal on the next blank page. They were writing four partial products. And then I'm going to write an equation. And as I write the equation, I don't want you to solve it. I just want you to think about it mentally. I want you to estimate what your answer would be. As you write the equation down, write your estimate down, but don't solve it just yet, okay? So the first thing you're going to write down is you're going to write 24 times 20. Right? Now take a minute to think about how you could solve this mentally. Right? Now, knowing what we already know, what we have learned about multiplication, what we know about standard algorithm, what we know about area models, what we know about partial products, which one of these strategies do you think would help you solve it more efficiently? Talk to your groups. You have about 30 seconds to say which one you think. What do you think? Talk to each other. What do you think? But Abdul, what do you think? Four partial? Not right now. And we're coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm looking for someone to tell me which strategy their group chose. Who's 21? Which strategy did your group say would be most efficient to use to solve this equation? Area model? Okay, that's very fair. Alright. Okay, it's fine. You will use area model, alright? So I have another question. Why would you use those between four partial products and area models? Why would you use them? Demi, saw your hand first.
Oh, because I think that, well, we think that is more efficient.
Okay, more efficient. So when we're multiplying bigger numbers, four partial products, area models seem more efficient. Why? What about it? What can you do with these numbers here that makes it efficient, Peyton?
It's a 2 by 2.
2 by 2?
So 4 partial products, it would be better than 1 because it's more efficient for 2 by 2. And we just have to basically like, you have to.
So it's a 2 by 2, I heard you say. It's four partial products, so you're basically doing what with the numbers? Okay, trying to find the product with those numbers. Tristan, adding. You can't split it into 4, but you can split it into 3. But look at how many numbers we have. Good morning, Miss Cheney.
Morning.
I'm so sorry. Friday just, because I have to take
No, I
everything
got
down
30
for
minutes,
testing.
so I'm.
I didn't want to take up all your time either.
No.
So I heard Peyton say it's basically a 2 by 2. So then we are splitting the numbers and we are doing what with those numbers? Multiplying. And then what are we doing once we've multiplied, Demi? We are adding all of our products up. That is why it is called partial products. Because what's going to happen is we are going to take these four numbers that we are multiplying together and we are going to break them apart based on place value. We're going to break them apart based on our ones and our tens. So I asked you guys to solve or to think mentally. So now I'm looking for your estimates. I want to see what you estimate this answer will be without solving, because Ms. Albury is going to show you how we break this down into four partial products. All I want to see is a whiteboard with an estimate written on it. Do you think it's going to be 400? Do you think it'll be 600? Do you think it'll be less? Or do you think it'll be more? You should have markers writing like AY, whiteboards and markers. Just write your estimate. It doesn't have to be correct. We're going to break this down and solve it. You don't have a marker, bud? Grab one of mine at the front. And when I say 1, 2, 3, I want to see some whiteboards on go. I still see markers, so I'll give you a few more minutes. Look at you, Orion. So you think 451? How about we do it this way, but watch my finger. Take your marker and you'll go like this. Okay, so erase this one. Alright, so watch my finger. There you go. Write your 1 here, your 4 there. Thank you. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, I see some 400s, even. I see 480. I see 451. Alright, so keep your whiteboard with that answer. Place it down and watch Ms. Albury show you how we would solve this problem using four partial products. And the reason it is called four partial products is there are 4 different numbers that I have to multiply based on their place value. So I'm going to use a few different colors just so you can understand what is happening here. What's wrong, AY?
He was erasing the answer. I was telling him that you said to keep the answer, not to erase it.
I want you to keep it. See how close you were to what the answer really is. So my equation is 24 times 20. We are using 4 partial products. I'm going to use pink for my ones, right? So we kind of know when 0 is multiplied by anything, it still equals 0, right? So 0 times my ones here, which is 4, equals
0.
Thank you. All right, and I have 0. Now I'm going to multiply it with my tens. in the number 24? How many tens do I have in this number? Demi? 2. So 0 times 20 equals 0. Excuse me just a moment. I don't want this walkie in my video. Alright? Now I have to move along. And I have to take my tens here and begin to multiply it by my ones and my tens that are in my top number. Alright? So I'm starting with the tens here. How many do I have? 2. So that becomes 2 tens is, I heard someone say it, 20. And I have to multiply it by my ones. Alright, so 20 times 4 equals 80. Okay, I have another 20, right? Because that number is 24. So I'm going to take this 20 again. And now I'm going to multiply it by the other 20. And I have 400. 4 partial products. I've broken it down into 4 partial products. I have my ones, I have my tens. In my bottom number of 20, I have my ones, and I have my tens for 24, my top number. When I add all these numbers up, so no, Miss Already likes for you to line your numbers up based on the place value. So for some, what I would say and suggest is that we begin to write our numbers down and line them up based on our place value. So I have hundreds, I have tens, and I have ones. Thank you, Kiatavia, for writing. Alright, so in my numbers here, I have the number 400. I have the number 80. So I have 0 hundreds, 8 tens, 0 ones. And then I have zeros here. Okay? These are my 4 partial products. When I add them all together, how many ones do I have?
0.
Yes. How many tens?
8.
8. And how many hundreds?
4.
4. 24 times 20 equals
480.
480. Now look at your whiteboard. Tell me, by holding it up, how many of you were as close to 480 as possible? Some of you have it spot on. Some of you have it spot on. I have a question. You solved it mentally without working anything out. How did you know that it was going to be 480? Based on what you see in our equation, how did you know mentally that that was going to be 480?
Because I already know that 2 times 2 equals 4, and I annexed the 2 zeros, which gives you 400, and I did 20 times 0 equals 0, and then I did 20 times 4 equals 80, and then I did 0 times 4, and I added it all together.
Absolutely, nice. Tristan, how did you know? Because that's not wrong what she said. We all think different. How did you know? Because you have 480 on your board, and no one here's wrong. Because remember, I said to estimate, and estimating means it's your best what?
Yes.
Best guess. How did you come up with 480 so fast?
I know that 4 times 20, 4 times 2 is 8, so I annexed the 0, and then I got 80, and then I did the same thing like 81.
Okay.
And 2 times, 2, and I got 4, and I annexed the 0.
Okay. Is that what you did in your head too, mentally, Peyton? All right. So what I'm hearing them say is they know that looking at this, that 2 times 4 is 8, and then 2 times 2 is 4, and they annexed this 0 here. We never say we added the 0, because if we add the 0, Peyton, it's going to be addition. It is always annex the 0, okay? So now we are going to move forward. We're still working with partial products. I have a different equation that I want for you to work with your group on solving, okay? I'm going to write the equation down here so that you see it, and you're gonna write it in your journal or on your whiteboard somewhere where you will remember it. The equation that we are working to solve is 24 times 27. Alright? 24 times 27. So I want you to write that down. Estimate your answer again before solving. You know I like for you to estimate to see how close you can get to it mentally before solving. And what I want for you to do at this point is to use 4 partial products. I don't want you to use standard algorithms. I don't want you to use area models just yet. I want you to use 4 partial products, the one that we worked on the board. So here's partial products, here's an area model, but I want for you to work with your group and help each other to use 4 partial products. I'm going to give you about 6 minutes to solve this together. I'm putting 6 minutes on the timer and work with your group. Go. I should hear some talking. I should see y'all working together. And Orion, here's yours. So you're going to use the things in your green box. And here's your partial product. So what Ms. Albury wants you to do, I want you to solve this, write your answer, and then work with your group and you'll add them all together. P-I-K-V-O, this one is yours. Right here. So we're doing partial products. We're solving from 27 times 24. Okay? Where's your green box? So you will start with Zalea. Here's yours. We're talking about partial products. 27 times 24. The way Ms. Albury broke it down on the board before, you're going to take your ones, grab your ones here. Grab your ones, tell me an answer. Where's your ones? Roman bud. You got your pencil out? Alright, so let's see. 20 right on here, 24 times 27 for Ms. Albury, like you see on the board. Are y'all working as individuals or groups? Because I don't hear y'all talking to each other. Alright, so. Albury just wants you to get a pencil and solve for these right here for me. It's inside of here. So 4 times 7. Where's your calculator?
That's not all. That's not all.
Yes, you did. And you set it up perfect.
So from here. And he gives me a hard time telling me, I don't know if it's over. Yes, you do. You know
You just
more
did exactly
than
as
you
the
give
mom.
yourself
You
credit
did
for. And I
exactly.
say this all the time.
I'm done.
No, you're not.
So let's take a look. Let's see. Alright, so we got 20 times 2400. That's 27.
Well, either we're both right or we're both wrong.
Oh, 8.
Ah, see your partner helped you.
I think we're both right, so.
Okay, so now Ms. Albury wants you to take these numbers, 28 and plus 80. So your calculator for 28 plus that number. Plus that number. Plus 140. Oh, don't hit here. So 28 plus 80. Carson, where you at? Already solved it? What's your final answer? You got all the four products written down. Now tell Miss Over your final answer. Alright, so we got 20 times 20, right? Because you did the tens. You got your 7 times your 4, so you have that. What about your 20 times this 4? How much is that? So write 20 times 4 on here.
Nope, it's not. It's 40.
Is that 428?
Yeah, that's 40.
Ooh, close. Your estimate was 510?
Yeah.
Okay. What's 20 times 4?
Around you don't need any help.
Write it down.
No.
Right, so you've done this 10 and those ones. So now, and you've done this 10 and these 10s. And you've done this one and these ones. What's missing? Mm-hmm. Good catch. We have about 30 seconds. And now you'll add up all your partial products.
Say me and Sage got it.
You and Sage, what about the rest of your group?
Yeah. They work together and then we work together.
Ah, so we
all got-
split the group? Okay, that's fair too.
We all got the same things.
Very fair. Time. Hey, I'm looking for someone who can tell me 24 times 27 equals blank. You're not gonna tell me. I wanna see a student's work on the board. Who can I call on? Because everyone has a hand raised, and I wanna be super fair. Peyton's like, pick my number, please. Who's 24? All right, Josiah, show Miss O'Berry what you got. You're gonna do it on the whiteboard or here. Either one, your choice. And as you're walking us through, explain to us what it is you are doing.
Can I do it on here?
Yes, sir.
It's right there.
All right. So our equation is right, and as Josiah's working, if you came up with something different, follow along to see where you might have made your mistake. Is that your estimate? sure you have your steps. Because what happens if someone comes to the board and you don't have it correct? I'm not saying he doesn't, but what happens? You'll be able to do what?
Correct.
Alright, what'd you come up with, Josiah?
648.
648. Are you able to tell Miss already in your class what you did here? You regrouped the tens? So what is this here? How did you break this apart here? Are you able to explain to some of your classmates who might not know? So you started with your, what's this column? And did what? Okay. Okay. And your final answer was? 648. Who else had 648? Who had something different? Look at y'all, mathematicians and math wizards in here. Alright? So, I have a question. Why? Because I think I said this earlier, and I'm trying to figure out if you were listening. Why? Oh, I didn't want you to erase it, but it's okay. Why is this called four partial products? Kaylee, 4 parts. Yep, Kaylee.
There's 4 parts and you answer all 4 parts of it.
Answer all 4 parts of it. How do we get 4 parts? Because there's a partial products and there's a 4 partial products. How do we get 4 parts, Peyton?
So, in order to get a 4 partial product, you have to have a 2 by 2.
A 2 by 2. 2-digit multiplied by 2-digit number. What happens if I have a 2-digit multiplied by a 1-digit?
A
3 partial or partial products. Okay? And thank you, Josiah, for your good work. Thank you to my entire class, honestly, for your good work. Because as I walked around, I watched every single one of you solve this problem using partial products and work with your group. Thank you, sir. Alright, so we are going to move along and we're going to solve another one, right? So this one, I'm going to write the equation down, but you guys are going to walk me through what my steps are. Because I just lost all my memory, so I do not remember how to do partial products. So as I write my equation down, you will tell me what my first step is, alright? So you can also write this down in your journal. Yes, ma'am?
I was going to tell you how to do it.
You're going to tell me how to do it? Okay, so walk me through. So my equation, and everyone else will write this in their book. My equation is 31 times 14. What's my steps, Demi?
First, you would do 4 times 3.
4 times
1.
4 times 1
4.
equals 4. Next,
Then you would do 10 times 1.
10 times 1.
And that would equal 10.
Okay. Third,
Then you would do 30 times 4.
your classmate says she'll help you if you need her help.
I hope. 120.
120. All right. And what's next?
It's disconnected.
Yeah, because the computer it's here to sabotage us, but we're gonna be right back on board in 0.2 seconds, hopefully. Someone try to connect to my board. Thank you, ma'am. What's the next one?
10 times 3.
10 times 30. Knowing what you know about these numbers and those zeros.
I got the answer. 300 because 3 times 1 equals 3. And then you would annex the 2 zeros.
Absolutely. And, am I done? Am I done, class? I have to add it all up. Okay, so I have 300 plus 120 plus 10
And then 4.
plus 4 equals
524.
No,
434.
434. I heard 5 something. Who
I
said?
got 520.
Did you line it up properly according to the place value? Our tens, ones, and hundreds. See?
I got
434. So I have how many ones?
4, you had 3 tens, and then you had 4.
4 ones. Or 400, sorry. Why? Now I gotta bring it back down. Why did we, if we were to break it apart, why did we break it apart that way? So she told me to start with the 4 and then the 10. Why did she break it apart and tens and ones? Sage. Why did she break it apart that way? Unsure? Do you know why you break it apart that way?
Because you have to do it in place value.
Because you have to do it by place value, okay? So that's what I like for you, what I would like for you guys to understand as to why we do 4 partial products. And here's a key takeaway. You can multiply this using standard algorithm if it becomes too much for you to do. 4 partial products and area models make it more efficient to do so. Our last one that we're going to do together is I'm going to show you how we would do this same equation using an area model, and then I'm going to give you your own independent work to try, and then you will have an exit ticket later where you do it independently to solve for an equation, okay? So an area model using the same equation, 31 times 14. So our equation is 31 times 14. And we would set it up, I have 30 and 1, because again, like Demi said, I'm breaking it apart based on place value. This number is 30, 3 tens, and 1 1, okay? Then I have 1 10 and 4 1s. I make this into a rectangle, and then I section it into 4 parts. Anyone confused on to why I sectioned it into 4 parts? I want to do a 4-part or 2-part area model, but I sectioned it this way because I still broke my 1s away from my 10s. Now let's solve. I have 30 times 10 equals 300. 1 times 10 equals 10. Now I still have to do these two, so I need to multiply my 10s times these ones. So I have 3 10s times 4 1s. That's how much? 120. 1 1 and 4 1s equals 4. Am I done?
No. You have to add it up.
I have to, as Kaylee said, I gotta add it up, okay? I have 310. How much is that all together? 310 plus 124 equals 400. Oh, I'm sorry, I wrote 120. You're right, Tristan. That's because I wrote 120 instead of 124. It equals 434. Area model, partial area models, put up 1. If you like partial products, put up 2.
I like them.
If you like them all, put up 3. I like them all too. However, again, efficiently and making sure that you have an accurate answer, these two are probably going to help you a lot more until you get strong with standard algorithms. Okay? With me? Thumbs up if you're with me. You with me, girl? Thank you. All right, I have a worksheet that I'm going to have one of your classmates pass out. This will be your independent work. Carson and
Let's go.
excited much? Carson, pass out your side, and Debbie, do your side. I don't think I gave you enough, Carson. And if Miss Cheney wants one, you can give her one so she can do mine. So as your classmates are handing out your work, I want to show you what you are doing. We're still multiplying, but this one says we are only multiplying using 4 partial products. The reason I want you to get very familiar with 4 partial products, unit test. This pops up on your unit test. If you cannot complete this in all of its entirety or its steps, you may lose points. And if anybody knows me and knows my students, we don't like to what? We don't like to lose points. Does it happen? Yeah, we're human. But we don't want to lose our points, okay? So here, your instructions say, multiply to get 4 partial products and add them up. The first one has been done for you as an example. So, this first one we're talking about 29 times 25. They mapped it all out for you. They did the tens, 2 tens here, 20 and 20. Then they went with the 2 tens down here and multiplied by the ones up top in 29, and they got 180. And then they moved on, thank you sir, and thank you ma'am. They moved on to the ones. They multiplied the ones in 25 times the tens in 29, and the ones in 25 multiplied by the ones in 29. Alright? There are 4 partial products, they added them all up. This is yours independently. First thing I'd like for you to do is 37 times 24, and then you'll do 26 times 32, and see how much you can get done. We have about 10, 15 minutes, okay, for you to complete this. Now here's the thing. I do not mind math talk, but I don't want it sounding like we are at recess. Because if you have recess now, that means we don't need to have recess during recess. We will have math during recess. Understood? All right, 10 minutes is going on the timer. I'm circulating because I want to hear some math talk. I want to see if you're using your strategies and breaking it down the right way. All right, what you got? Did you get paper? All right, go ahead, ma'am. Start working on yours. All right, so you will break it down based on your tens and your ones. See how they use this example here? 20 times 20, because that's 20 in this number. You have 2 tens in that one, okay? Excellent. So, you have 37 times 24, right? So, what we have here is we have 2 tens and 3 tens. So, you're going to write 20 times 30. Let me see you write it. I'm coming back for it. She's like a math whiz. Her and Tristan.
She always was.
Her and Tristan.
Because I know what it did to me as a student. You should have some kind of conversation. I have this little book that came when you look at it, and you scroll down to the teaching, and you see that number. Okay, that's not I saw you. 100. You're like us. Yeah. I was on the team. Okay, I understand.
Let's go yellow room 111.
Y'all are real quiet. Oh, y'all concentrating, huh?
They're working. All of them.
Yeah.
only did 3.
I
I know, but only did, I did 4.
I'm
Working
hard.
hard.
I did 4. That's why you should help me. 4. Look, I'm gonna help all y'all. I'm gonna help all